have been hustling and slouching, and I have been carefully listening to the sounds of my insides as they shrink, till one day they'll take me with them. You know, my eyes no longer hope to see vision, and my tongue has forgotten the taste of food. Clearly, I'm becoming him down the road. You see, his color is no longer visible, cursed. His ribs are bigger than our hearts combined. Clearly, I'm becoming him down the road. You see, that river you see down the road is filled with all my tears just after I've kneeled and begged the sun to take this poverty away. But all the sun has sent me are politicians promising me a better life with just a single Ekse. I'm 18 years and it's been 18 years and never have I ever been promised and given. Clearly, I'm becoming him down the road. You see, I'm imprisoned in my own mind. Lord, let my thoughts be my bars and let my imagination be my warden. In a world where free thought is a crime and the only thing fought for is a time where creativity is a waste of time, so we'd rather stick to the conventional and make choices that are intentional, because even those are decided for us.
Thought what's happening, trying to fix the problem. Steady facing Dejavu, repeat the same process. Selling for anything, even if it gets you pauses. Head go down, easy take a bow. Ever thought what's happening, trying to fix the problem. Steady facing Dejavu, repeat the same process. Selling for anything, even if it gets you pauses. Head go down, and easy take a bow. Easy take a bow.
Since birth, they've been trying to mold us to become slaves of society as the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. Our thoughts have the potential to change our society, but no one takes note. We are all caught up in the illusion that has got us hustling only to get branded, or we even change our names. I sold my thoughts for a diamond ring, but what's life if all I get is bling?
Trying to fix the problem. Steady facing Dejavu, repeat the same process. Selling for anything, even if it gets you pauses. Head go down, and easy take a bow. Ever thought what's happening, trying to fix the problem. Steady facing Dejavu, repeat the same process. Selling for anything, even if it gets you pauses. Head go down, and easy take a bow.
Fantastic. Listen, if that is not how you start your Tuesday afternoon off, I don't know what will kick it down for you.
Or maybe that's not how you start your Tuesday afternoon, because it is a Wednesday.
It's a Wednesday.
And if it feels like deja vu, well, it might as well be, because this time last year, we were doing this together.
Absolutely.
3rd July 2018, Vuyo, Jobodo, darling, was on your screens. Rezah, the Sheriff Forbes, as myself, Llama, Lee bringing you the biggest, the baddest, and the most hip and happening show in town.
Man,
Welcome to it, everybody.
Welcome to the
Welcome
show.
to it.
It's midweek, guys, so I'm absolutely excited because it's quarter to weekend. You know exactly what that means. But we're going to have an absolutely amazing show, and we have a jam-packed lineup just for you at home. So all you have to do is just sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride with us from 4 till 5 p.m. as we're going to be having a fun time.
Absolutely. Listen, man, on the Yellow Couches today, we'll be sitting down with Chantal and Skylar, and they're here from the Cape Town Space Society. And then a little bit later on, we'll be joined by Ashleigh Seals, who's from the Sustainability Institute. They'll be telling us what it is that they do.
Yeah, and what would a Wednesday be without a medical doctor in the house, right? So we do have Dr. Mathobela, who is all the way from Johannesburg, and she's a medical doctor, but also the owner of CliniMed, and she owns a Bachelor of Medicine and a Bachelor of Surgery from the University of Cape Town. So listen, we're going to be learning so much today, as we do every every single Wednesday. So sit back, relax, and let's enjoy the ride.
Who here just opened the show needs no introduction because Nyamazi Ukhelile kwa Ekse, and we're having him one more time this Wednesday afternoon. Kamalaki Khofhi kodwa kahambi yedwa uhamba no Bianca who just performed Imprisoned. And if you feel imprisoned, this is the time of the hour where we break all those chains away because we are hectic 9 million times than any other show in the market. Let's tell you what's coming up. Go multi-choice, and when we return, it's hashtag Ask Ekse, where you can ask me, Rezah, and Vuyo Jobodo, darling, anything you want to ask us, and we will return with those answers just for you. Wednesday afternoon, it's crazier than ever before. We go by the name of Ekse Live. You can follow us on Twitter, it's Ekse, on Cape Town TV. No, that's Facebook. And then on Twitter, it's Ekse_live. That number 2021 448 0448. It is a Wednesday afternoon. It might be chilly outside, but right here, it's very hot. Let's start with your Facebook comments. This one comes from Dwayne Mini, who says, congratulations to Kimmy. I'm sure he's talking about Kim Blanche, who was here yesterday having her television debut. Kim, everybody says welcome to the show and welcome to the Cape Town TV family. Good day, Ekse. I would love to volunteer to gain experience. I'm keen on lighting and editing. I have some experience, but it's been a while. I just need to know if there is anything available and how to get started. Regardless, joyous. And then the other one is from, let's see, Mr. Faber, who says, I've got trap music. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I am an up-and-coming artist. I would love to share my presence with everybody and show people what I've got under my belt. How do I feature on Ekse Live to be part of the listening sessions every Friday? Well, you can send us an email to ekse@capetowntv.org and you could be part of the biggest show in the motherland. But right now it's time for us to head on to the Yellow Couches, where we're joined by Chantal from the Cape Town Space Society. They're sitting with Vuyo, Jobodo, as well as Rezah, Forbes. Welcome to today's edition of hashtag Ask Ekse.
Yes, man, welcome to be sitting down with Skylar and Chantal, and they're actually from the Cape Town Space Society, yeah? And they're going to tell us a little bit more of what it is that they actually do. Welcome, how are you guys doing?
Ladies, how are you doing?
Awesome stuff. I can see you guys are a bit shy. Use your mics, use your mics.
It's all good here.
Yeah, we're all good. It
Yes,
does work.
testing. Don't worry about it.
What is it that you guys do? When I heard Cape Town Space Society, I'm like, am I going to Mars? What's happening? Tell us.
Well, you could go to Mars if you like to. Go wherever you like. As long as you put your mind to it.
Of course.
Well, basically what we do in the Cape Town Space Society, that's basically a whole organization that was recently launched this year. Currently the students, which we are involved in the South African STEM Achievers team.
Oh, okay.
Which is a group of young children, mostly from high school, and some little from the junior school as well, where we all study and learn about space and other space-related topics as well as science. And we tend to broaden what we learn about in basically all areas.
Wow, man.
And so share with us, when did your journey start with the organization?
So it all started last year. I was in grade 10 then. So I got introduced to STEM and the society last year. So what we did, we built an ion drive concept model, which is basically an engine, which uses the air around us to create fuel. And we used it, and we built it using the VESMA as a reference. So VESMA stands for
Variable Specific Impulse Magnetoplasma Rockets, and that's one of the very fancy things.
I'm like, what?
we were taught.
Yeah.
So it's basically a rocket that can take us to Mars in 39 days.
Wow.
You don't want to give away too much, Chantal.
Yeah.
Yes, but 39 days.
But how long does it usually take to Mars then?
It would take about a year or a couple months.
Serious?
Just to go to Mars.
Just to go to
Wow,
Mars.
man.
Goodness.
So it's a huge upgrade.
Yeah, and you guys developed this new technology of going to Mars. What was the process to getting to that step?
We had to do a lot of research, of course, because at first we didn't know really much about it. Because in textbook we don't learn much about spacecraft. We just know theory, matter and material, stuff that. So we had to do a lot of research and build it and learn the fundamentals of it.
Of course.
So that's how it all came into.
I want to know, because look, In high school, I wasn't really the science guy. All of these things. For me, it was just too much. But for you, Chantal and Skylar, what actually sparked that science, matter, atoms, whatever sparked in? What sparked that?
Well, for me, my dad basically sparked all this for me. Like I said before in the previous one that I was in, ever since I was a child, like at a young age, my dad was the science geek. I was never the science child. Neither was my mom. But my dad would involve me in watching space movies, Star Trek, Star Wars, Star something.
Something with a star.
Something with star. And we would even before we go to bed at night, even say, okay, can't wait to see you in Mars.
Man.
Yeah, basically that's how it started with me, and it continued each year. We'd pretend and joke about it, but eventually it actually became a thing in my life.
Yeah.
So I'm really eager and excited about it.
Awesome. What about you?
With science, every day is different. Nothing is ever the same. So you've been doing a lot of projects, correct?
Well, yes, we have.
Okay, cool. I want to find out what has been the most exciting projects that you have worked with, and how has those projects influenced the way you see things now that you've worked on those projects?
I would say it's our last year project, the Iron Drive concept model. We built that project in short time, and we had to learn a lot of stuff in that short time. So building it really gave us a sort of how could I put it, to not give up, because it was really short. It was really short.
Yeah.
So we had to not give up and to consistently learn. Yeah. So I'd say
And I'm sure that there's there's some other things that you're learning from what you're doing apart from what you learn at school. What are some of those fundamental values that you've taken from what you're doing and that you've kind of implemented it within your schoolwork as well?
So there's this thing that the students have that we've all learned, our themes, our beloved themes that we learn. And we basically, now that we think about it now, we learn it in every single day of our lives. I can give you a few at the moment. Give you a few. So there's our one, which we practice all the time. Always be prepared. So that's one thing you're going to have to take in through your entire life. Then there's, is if you learn in class, discipline is a sign of intelligence. So if you're going to misbehave during class, you're definitely not intelligent.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Listen to that. Me being the class clown, it came from science. Science proven that. Listen, do you see yourselves pursuing a career, something to do with perhaps going to space or anything like that? Where to from here? Because that's always my question, because there's so many fields that you can go into when it comes to science. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe to the moon.
Maybe to Llama moon.
No,
not to your moon. Not to your moon.
So I'm rather interested in medicine.
Oh, okay.
I totally foresee myself being in that field. I want to help people and help everyone basically. So I'd like to be in that field and help others and probably build my own hospital. Who knows?
Wow, man. Hospital on Mars.
And for me, it's a little different as well than science. I like to write. I like stories and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. So I would probably think of myself as maybe an author or perhaps a journalist in the future.
A science journalist?
Could be a science journalist.
Or maybe poems, you never know.
Who knows, you get the scientific poems.
Oh, man.
For young people who are very much scared of tapping into the science field, maths is difficult, science is difficult, and yet here you are speaking about it so passionately, and you live it, you breathe it. What would you say to that viewer who says, I'm not touching those subjects, they're rather difficult?
I would say I would encourage them to see the fun side of it, because when people think about maths and physics, they often see X's.
Of course.
So I'd say just to see the fun side, because in what we do, we do practicals, we experiment a lot, so they should.
Awesome.
Oh,
Wow, you guys are super
so
amazing.
much.
Thank you so much for coming to the Ekse headquarters.
Ladies
you
in
guys
science.
are doing the most. Listen, we're going to take a quick break. When we do come back, we have lots more for you on Ekse.
Either we go big or we go home, and today is no exception. We're going bigger and better. Welcome to the second half of the year, the month of July. We're hoping that yonke into that you've planned throughout the year, you see fruition yayo, because zothi hello December, kanti bye bye your plans. Who knows? Let us know Ekse_live. But when Zendoni Bombako during this year 2019, and what are your future endeavors for 2020? Welcome to it, and thank you for choosing us as your source of entertainment as well as of information and education. Our hashtag today is #AskEkse, and this one is coming for Vuyo Jobodo, darling. Yes, Vuyo, this one comes from Untokozo Gazi. He says, "Hi Vuyo, 3 questions. Number 1, what keeps you grounded? Number 2, who do you look up to? Number 3, what is one of your lessons you've learned from your mother? #AskEkse."
Wow, such beautiful questions. I think what keeps me grounded is just knowing that I'm living every day, and I have to make sure that every day is I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm lucky enough to be able to do this, and it's something that I really enjoy doing. So that keeps me grounded, just the idea of living and knowing that I need to live every day like it's the last. I think that for me is what excites me the most. And what was the next
Who
question?
do you look up to?
I look up to my mom, I think the most. I think my mom and my grandmother were one of the most strongest women that I know, 2 of the most strongest women that I know. And I think for me, strength is one of the biggest things that a woman can have. And if they can model that for me, and I think that's what inspires me the most.
Okay, one last question before we go to sustainability. This one is for you, Rezah. My name is Masake Alice. Rezah, how tall are you? #AskEkse.
Listen, when it comes to the tallness, I'm probably the tallest person in the room most of the time. But when I do wake up from that sleep, I'm about 5'6". 5'6", man.
alone.
Listen, you should meet me in person.
You're not alone, we're in this
Oh,
together.
man, joining us right now on the
Unfortunately, I
Yellow
don't wear
Couches
heels.
is Ashleigh from the Sustainability Institute. This is the first time I've heard about the Institute Yako. So I don't know. Speak to me like I'm a 5-year-old. Explain that to me.
You guys are matching, sorry, I just like the green.
Because we are sustainable like that.
Yes.
So the Sustainability Institute, has been founded in 1999. Yes.
Oh, okay. Just a year after.
We were, yeah.
Okay.
No, wait. Go on. Don't get any ideas.
So the founders, Mark Swilling and Eve Anneke, they saw the need that they, for people from different backgrounds as well as from different levels of income, they need to live together. But there was another need that children in the surrounding area of Stellenbosch, they need to have access to better quality education.
Of course.
So the Sustainability Institute, along with the village, they create a space where transformative learning takes place. So it's a space where they come and we change lives, or we aim to change lives, and also where difficult questions are asked.
I love that.
The organization is value-based, and one of our ways of working is putting children first.
Of course, I love that.
So
That's
in a
amazing.
nutshell, that is what we do.
That is amazing. And tell us about the impact, or 1 or 2 impacts that you've made on someone's life. And also, is there anything that you wish to touch, and you haven't touched yet?
So our focus is that it's known to us as the Lindau Valley.
Okay.
So it's a small area just outside of Stellenbosch, and we are situated there. So our biggest impact has been through early childhood development and primary school education. We work with 200 families.
Wow.
Yes, and through this we give the children the opportunity to get access to quality education, something that would be impossible for them because of financial difficulties. So I think our focus will remain early childhood development and primary school education, because we believe that this is the foundation of the child.
It is.
And it also forms a very big part of their lives. And I think we have a saying where we say, no child gets left behind, and we try to live by that.
I love that.
I also want to know that you have some exciting youth programs that you do. Would you like to share some of those with us?
There's actually 2 sides to the Sustainability Institute, but the programs that I'm going to touch on are the ones that's directly linked to community, children, and youth. So the first one is our on-site preschool, which has 60 children. So they are predominantly from the Winelands area, and then they follow the Montessori philosophy. The second one, and this is our core mandate, we facilitate bursaries for primary school children. Currently, we have 170 scholars in the program, and the bursary entails transport, meals, uniforms, also the school fees.
Yes.
So
Wow.
we also offer learner support to those experiencing learning difficulties, and then the youth program. So that's my baby at the
Okay.
moment. It has been going on for 12 years now.
Wow. Congratulations.
We have, thank you, we have two focuses on the high school children and then the youth in transition. So we average of 20 youth entered the program, and up until now we had 240 youth coming into the program. Success stories has come out. I think we have an on-site primary school as well. So 3 of the facilitators and teachers at the school currently came through our program.
That is absolutely
You've been in existence for over a decade now.
Yes, we're
That
celebrating our 20 years.
Wow.
wow. So there must be something that you're doing right. So what attributes to your longevity after e-hustles and challenges,
Yes,
because I'm sure that you've faced those, but what attributed to you guys being still, still here today and
I think
celebrating?
our local commitment
Yeah.
to the children specifically within the Lindau area or in the Lindau Valley, like we said. I've only been part of the organization and the program for 3 years now. And like one of the things that if you want to be part of the Sustainability Institute, you have to have a love for people, young and old. Our smaller programs is karate, swimming. We also have a knitting group now with the grannies of the valley.
Hey.
So I think the passion and also the putting the children first. I think that is the most important thing for us as an organization.
And I love how you guys include everyone, because the grannies can come knit, maybe find a lover, don't know. The kids are there, everyone's there. Now, obviously, the viewers at home is thinking, wow, that's amazing. Maybe I'm residing in that area and I'm not part of it here. How do I get involved? How can I become part of you, maybe part of the programs and things like that? And is the requirements there? Do I have to be as short as Rezah, as tall as, like, what gaat aan?
I think, like I said earlier, you have to have a heart for people when wanting to be part of the organization or doing something. We're always open for volunteers. We're always open for people that just want to come in and explore. We do tours on a regular basis. So I think the main thing is that they should visit our website, which is www.sustainabilityinstitute.net, or drop us an email, info@sustainabilityinstitute.net. They can call us 021-881-3500, or even just come and visit. Like I said, we open for visitors, and then we take it from there. We have a nice notice board in the reception area, and they can just I think.
Lovely.
So
My worst part of the job is going through my script. I hate it. I hate it. But I'm not going to ask what you hate about your job. I'm going to ask you what you love the most about your job.
Oh, there's so many things, and like it's very challenging. I won't lie, but it gives me so much satisfaction. I go and it gives me so much appreciation for my job. I think like I said, I work with the youth, and it's an amazing bunch of young people that comes from extremely challenging circumstances. So I think as much as I contribute to them, they contribute to my job. Like I said, I think the most important thing is the appreciation that I get for my life. Because with the few that they have, resources that's to their availability, they make the best of it. They never use their circumstances as an excuse.
Wow, man.
So that's
so much things we want to know from you, and we're all running out of time. Does anyone have another question?
I just want to know what keeps you going. I mean, obviously there's something within you that just drives you to doing what you're doing.
Give us like 3 words. We have a couple of seconds.
Okay, I'm very I'm faith-based, so my faith drives me. And then I have supportive friends and family, and then I also I reflect on a regular basis, and I think that is the 3 things that keeps me going.
Awesomeness. Listen, Ashley, thank you so much for coming through.
Joining
You
us.
doing the most. I wish I was a part of that.
Next time must also match up
Of
with them.
course. Where are we going, Vuyo?
So right now we're going to a quick insert by Thabiso Goba, who's an intern for the South African Agency for Science and Technology Advancements, and who has something to say about the 69th Lindau Nobel Meeting in Germany. So let's go and check it out. It's a man,
Yeah,
hey,
boy,
let's
hey.
go.
I'm an intern journalist at the South African Agency for Science and Technology. I'm currently placed at Zulu newspaper, which is a Zulu which is a community newspaper for the community of Guamuse. So I'm currently in Germany and I'm attending the 69th Lindau Nobel Laureate meetings, which, for anyone who doesn't know, I always say it's basically the Nobel Peace Prize, but for scientists. So, this year's theme is physics. This year's theme, and there's going to be 41 Nobel laureates and over 500 young scientists from at least 89 countries from across the world, and there's about 20 coming from South Africa. 20 young scientists from South Africa. As I said, this year's theme is physics. So much of the topic will generally be around, dark matter, galaxies, and a lot of things that are related to astrology. So I'll be covering the conference for hopefully various publications, online and print. In addition to my work, which I do for Rezah newspaper. So what you need to know about the conference is that it lasts for 6 days, and in between those 6 days, there's countless of meetings, seminars, presentations, and stuff like that. So my job basically is sort of sift through the news and just find something that's a bit relevant, a bit probably relevant to South Africa and parochial in nature, which I can write about. Basically the structure of this meeting is that the Nobel laureates actually have a chance to interact with 500 young scientists. As I said, there's 41 of them, and while all of them are probably like geniuses that are out of this world, for the strides they have made in their respective field. There's just one outstanding candidate, which is Donna Strickland. So Professor Donna Strickland last year became the first woman to win a Nobel Prize in physics in 55 years. And she's just the third woman to win that sort of prize in the Nobel Prize 118-year history. For me to actually understand or write about something, I have to understand it in all its entirety and in the most simplistic and most basic of form. And my understanding sort of transcends to the reader, who might also be like me, who's not also trained in science. So yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. And so yeah, in the next 5 days I'll be here in Germany. You can follow me on Twitter. My handle is at Thabiso TB, so hopefully I'll be doing pictures, a couple of videos and stuff like that. And yeah, maybe 1 or 2 selfies, I don't know, but it's bound to be fun. So yeah, thank you.
It is a Wednesday afternoon, as you know. When our loyal viewer, we are live through Monday to Friday. So if you want to be part of our studio audience tomorrow, as we have Talk Thursday, you can email us, go Ekse@capetowntv.org. Or if you're an artist and you want to have a listening session right here on Ekse Live, you can also email your biography as well as your music to Ekse@capetowntv.org. Ukumbule, our hashtag for the day is #UsEkse, and you can ask us anything you want. And another tweet is from We Run Theos, who says, "Greetings, Ekse. I'd like to know how can I submit my music video, as I have recently shot it last month." So you can email your music video to Brandon@capetowntv.org and make sure that it is a clean version of that video. And Abigail Abongile Kwaza, who says, "Llama, Vuyo, Jobodo, and Rezah, Forbes, what do you prepare and make sure you have it before going live on Ekse, #UsEkse?" Before we chat to the doctor, answer that question.
Just fabulosity.
Fabulosity.
Just fabulosity.
What do you prepare? How do you
prepare for the show? You just be fabulous?
Yes. We just add fabulosity and here we go.
Well, for me, it's all about I come to the show early after Llama phones me to ask where I am. And then I lie to him. I tell him I'm in the taxi, but I'm in the shower.
Yeah.
But I get to the show, I get to studio, and everyone around me is just awesome. And that is how I prepare. I feed off the energy that I feel. The guests come in, they're awesome, and then we let everything be natural, and that is what I love most of the show. That yes, we have a script, but we don't follow it to the T. We feed off what everyone says, and that is basically our preparation, feeding off everyone's energy and everyone's warmth. But we still love the script right to them.
We also have a dance session before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we
before
dance
that,
a lot.
After our production manager has given us help before we come live,
Yeah.
then how do I prepare so that I'm nice for you guys? Just pray for her.
Yeah, and then Vuyo takes photos after the show for a whole half an hour, and me and Llama has to wait. But enough about that.
Welcome the good doctor.
On the yellow couches, we've got Dr. Mathobela from CliniMed, which is something very beautiful and awesome. I've been following you, you've been doing these tours around the country telling people about CliniMed. But before you tell us about CliniMed, I want to find out from you, why did you choose this certain career path?
Hi, thank you so much for having me in
It's a great
studio. Why did I choose to become a doctor? I've always said that when we were in matric and we were given those papers, we used to apply with you get an application form, you fill in the form. I decided, I knew I never really wanted to do a whole lot of things. I knew I wanted to be a doctor.
Wow.
And I think part of the reason why I wanted to be a doctor was to help people and be able to assist more than anything.
Dr. Firstly, I just want to say how fabulous you look.
Thank
You look
you.
absolutely fabulous.
Thank you.
It's not always when you have a doctor that has a good sense of
Oh,
style. Like you
man.
want to be there.
You want to be there. Share with us, when did the entrepreneurship journey begin? I mean, because you did your bachelor's in medicine, but when did you decide, okay, you know what, I want to do the entrepreneurship route to medicine?
I was raised in a family that my mom and my dad actually worked in a formal setup for like a few years, and he said, look, I walked away because he felt that wasn't for him. And I think growing up in such a setup, my parents would instill entrepreneurship right across, they would drag us to the shop, to the spaza, and that's where I think the love of entrepreneurship came along.
Wow, man.
And yes, it's not an easy journey, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. And I think I only worked for about a few years after I qualified, and then I decided I wanted to do my own thing and run my own company.
Wow, and look now, CliniMed, man. Tell us about that. Tell us about CliniMed. What is it that you guys offer? What is the thing? Because we were reading and there was quite a good number of things. I told us everything under the sun. But tell us about it. Tell us what it is that we expect when we come.
Okay, basically CliniMed, it's a primary health care clinic, or rather primary health care medical private clinic.
Yes.
So by primary health care, I'm referring to your colds, your flus.
Yes.
We see babies, family planning. We manage chronic illnesses like your HIV and AIDS. And we also have ventured into something called aesthetic medicine.
Okay.
Aesthetic medicine has to do with non-surgical facelifts.
Oh, okay.
What I mean by that is, instead of you going under the knife to get a procedure done, if you don't like something about your face, your nose, we're able to do inside the room procedures to fix all those little things. So we treat illnesses, or rather conditions like your skin pigmentation, your acne, and for your more older women, we do treatments called Botox and fillers and all that. So basically,
It looks like a holistic approach to helping someone. If I'm sitting at home and I'm thinking, you know what, I need to get my face lifted, I need to do this, where can I find a CliniMed branch?
Okay, we currently have 3 branches across Cape Town. We have 2 branches, one in Khayelitsha, one in Mandalay, and we are also in Parklands.
Oh, okay.
So that's basically where we are, and our number that you can call to get more information is 021 557 4949.
Vuyo clearly wishes to have you Botox and fixes.
Something's happening.
Did I say anything?
So, but I want to find out for our young viewers, your advice. How old must I wait to turn and then decide? Because if it's a decision, a big one. So how mature should I be before I go and decide that? Can I decide that at 18? Maybe should I wait to be 21 or 25? Like, how old must I be to make that decision?
Look, I always say if you have something that you're not happy with on your face, you know, at least when you can sign a consent of what you're gonna be doing. What I mean by that is where you're taking full-on responsibility of self, of knowing exactly what you'll be doing. I think you are more than welcome to pop in and do that. Obviously, when you are in the clinic, we will advise you for the age appropriate or which products or which treatments we can do on you.
Of course. Awesome.
The aesthetic industry is quite new in South Africa. I mean, you know, it's just been recently introduced. How has the response been from just patients in general?
It's been very interesting, and reason being that you know, most of our parents would grow up with maybe something they didn't like, and nobody knew that I can actually walk into a place and say, listen, I don't like this dark mark on my face. It affects my self-esteem. You don't have to cover it up, especially with women and makeup and all that. So it's the receival of it is very good. However, we need to do more education for people to know what they can do and what they can't do.
Of course.
Yeah.
I love that, and I love the fact that you are so organized from a young age already, knowing exactly what it is that you would like to pursue in life, and you actually have a Bachelor of Medicine as well as a Bachelor of Surgery. But for the guys at home who's thinking, look, I'm stressing, this degree is stressing me out, I actually can't pull through, what can I do? What advice would you actually give to someone that you wish someone told you back in your days when you were studying?
Okay.
Hopefully it's not surgery.
I would say, you know, there's nothing that comes for free. You gotta have to work harder. And in this age whereby there is so much distraction, you have to make the time to study and just try and focus on what you're trying to do and listen to yourself and your body. If you're tired, take breaks, but you need to understand your focus and focus on what you're trying to do so that you can finish it, because you need to finish what you start.
Those contact details before we go to an ad break, quickly.
Okay, it's 021-557-4949. We also have a website, which is www.clinimed.co.a and .coza, yes. And our social media platforms are there, CliniMed_health.
Yeah, where in Kailicha, where else?
In Mandalay and Parkland.
Wow, all the best, doctor.
Thank you so much.
I know.
We can have a chat
Fully
after.
Botox.
We can have a chat during the ad break. Thank you so much for coming, Doctor. We really appreciate your presence in the studio. But right now, though, let's go to a quick commercial ad break. We'll see you straight after this with more of that Wednesday madness. Midweek, darling.
I might just come
We'll
back
see
with
you
the face
straight
shift,
after
you know?
this.
It's a Wednesday afternoon. You have no idea what's happening behind the scenes. We have just disappeared on us. I just had to tell. Tell me. Okay, Miss South Africa is making its return go 2019, and we're so excited that we're going to be following the journey as Ekse Live, and we're going to be taking you step by step. And this is what we have learned today exclusively. You have no idea. The LFP group is proud to announce that the top 35 semi-finalists of the Miss South Africa pageant has been selected. This Miss South Africa judging team has been an incredible difficult task by narrowing down a record number of entries down just to 35, meaning that there have been a lot of ladies entering. LFB group feels that each of the girls chosen thus far would be worthy ambassadors of Miss South Africa crown for their intelligence, leadership, and beauty. As a proud major sponsor of the pageant, they hope that Miss South Africa will serve as a role model to young girls as she represents the pulse of our nation and looks to empower other girls. So we'll be bringing you step by step of the Miss South Africa 2019-2020 what's hip and happening when it comes to that. There was a hashtag Ask Ekse, but it was written in Afrikaans, so I saved it for you. Right here.
Hashtag Ask Ekse, my name is Misty.
Sculpt.
There's a telephone number as well. Ik en Mr. Classic 2020 finalist, your details wil net weet of julle kan my help om op radio te praat of op TV asseblief. Al wat jy moet doen is stuur jou se e-pos, that is Ekse at capetowntv.org en vertel vir ons wat dit is dat jy wil. I'm lost.
Sy wil doen dat ons sal jou e-pos kry.
I've never
dat
spoken
ons
so
dan
much
vir jou,
Afrikaans
reply op die
in a
e-pos.
segment.
Dan sy gaan hier op die show gekom.
Listen, man, all you have to do is to send us an email. Tell us what it is that you would love to speak about on our show. And also send us a little bio of what it is that you guys actually do as part of the finalists. And yeah, we'll give you a call. We do have your number as well. So, maak verseker jou cellfoon is aan. En nou gaat ons met Khofhi praat. Net soos dat.
Ja.
Alongside Bianca,
Yes.
who did exactly that, Ekse at capetowntv.org. All you have to do is follow us on Twitter at Ekse_live, on Facebook it's Ekse on Cape Town TV. We are also on YouTube. You can press share, subscribe, and
Like.
watch.
Yes.
Yeah, Ekse on Cape Town TV.
Yes.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Man.
You
I
guys
think
are
we
so
should keep you
amazing.
over that monitor and then you do not go home because you love the show. He's here every other month.
Really, I love that performance. I think it is just, I love some stuff that just go to the soul. I think you guys, your performance or the way in which you perform just touches the soul. It's
Yes.
absolutely beautiful. So thank you for that.
Okay, I haven't heard you mix your records with poetry before. I know that you love collaborating with other artists.
Yes.
But this time around, you came with a poet. What influenced that decision?
So it's something that I've been doing for a while. So mostly we attend poetry sessions around UCT, UWC, and Delft.
Yeah.
So I met Bianca in Delft, and then we've been friends. She was giving goods before, and then I didn't know that she does poetry. So when she wanted to perform in Delft, she asked me.
Let's see if this is on. Yeah,
Mic
it is on.
testing.
Yeah, she asked me if can we do a set together. So normally I do play for poets. I'll just play something mellow, and then we do that. So we did that once, and then it turned out so good.
Awesome. And the fact that we see him countless times on Ekse is a good thing because you're out there, you're marketing yourself, the exposure is good. But as an independent musician, how do you actually do that? How do you always make sure that your marketing is on point and you're always being seen all the time?
When Bubbles is going to quickly fix that microphone, but how do you make sure that your marketing is on point?
Well, for me, I just, interact with the audience all the time. If there's a comment, reply. If they are sharing positivity, of course, reply to that. And also reply to the positivity with positivity without being negative. And also embrace the negativity.
Yeah.
And what if there are those comments that are just like,
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, I'm not going to lie, I see the comments. And all you have to do as a good artist, all you have to do is to see it, accept it, and ignore it. Because the moment you reply, that is ultimately what someone who's negative wants.
How differently do you do it, Vuyo? Because you're a radio DJ, TV presenter, motivational speaker, also an entertainer. So how do you do it?
social media wise?
Anyhow.
I think for me as well, like Rezah, I'm very much optimistic, and I
Yeah.
always kind of see the positive side of everything. So when it comes to preparation and just making sure that I allow myself to mentally wise,
Yes.
allow myself for that negative energy. When it does come, I'm kind of optimistic about it. So.
Okay, I'm hoping that our sound engineers did the things that makes the things happen. Is it okay now?
Yeah, I think it's working.
All right, let's test it on her. Maybe it's female friendly. Bianca,
Wednesday.
I want to find out what made you say yes to Khofhi when you asked, hey, hop on this record?
Khofhi, I've always seen Khofhi perform, and I kind of believe in him, and I know that he's good. Yeah, so.
And how's the reception been working on the track, and how's the people actually reacted to it? Because most of the time, if I'm in love with Khofhi's music, I just want to hear him. I don't want to hear poets. Or if I'm more in poetry, that's what I want to hear. But now the beat is coming. So, but how's the people actually responded to that?
Can I tell you the honest truth?
Tell me the honest truth. That's on Ekse, we speak truth.
That was an improv.
What?
That was an improv.
Today,
Yeah.
Live
That was an improv.
at 4.
that's
Yeah,
how
yeah.
you do it.
Yeah. So I always do that in performances. You'd find out that my songs online doesn't sound the same as Khofhi
Live.
performing
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
So I always do that, and it's somehow interesting that people want to go through my music online and hear more of what I do.
Yes.
So
I actually believe that because we're told he's going to perform for 2 minutes and then he's taking our time performing for 5 minutes and we have to make links.
Do you prefer, Khofhi, do you prefer performing live or do you prefer the studio version?
I prefer live.
Prefer
I
live.
prefer
Yeah.
live.
And why is that? Even though we know that a studio and live is too different, because live is living in the moment,
Yeah.
and studio is kind of correcting your mistake. But for you, why live?
I think live, it gets people to really connect with you. And then for me, I play guitar, which is acoustic. And I know acoustic guitar does something in people. And most of the time when I perform, I don't really perform my songs exactly the way they are.
Okay.
And then if I do a mistake, it's easy for me to make as if it's part of the
Oh,
performance.
wow, man.
Yeah.
Bianca, tell us about Imprisoned. What what inspired it?
Well, okay, in my writing, I'm inspired by people, words, and pictures. So it's not really okay. It's what inspired me was the situation, like how we are made to believe in something that is not there, and how our ideas are taken, and I think it's that.
Okay, maybe see more of the collaborations then, because like they said, it was also amazing. We enjoyed it.
I would
I'm sure
never
that
say
our
it was
viewers
improv.
enjoyed it as well. As you take to the stage, let's us do our job and say goodbye to the viewers. Of course, we can go to the stage.
Yeah, so Khofhi and Bianca is going to close off the show for us with a lovely performance. But I had an amazing time.
I did too. What did you learn today?
I learned that nothing you see on TV is real. Don't believe what you see on TV. Believe what happens behind the scenes, man. That is what is real, and that is what is. That is it.
Do you know what I found interesting on today's show is that it takes so many days to go to Mars.
Yeah.
And it can be less.
Yeah.
39 days it is now.
And it
Hopefully
usually
it's
takes
gonna be
about a
like
year.
Hopefully it's going to be like 10 days now, like 2 days.
Besides that,
You go there, you come back. you know.
and not only that, the way technology is moving now, you can take a taxi to Mars. Like Mars.
Mars?
I
I'm just going to Mars. Just going to
Mars,
promenade
Mars,
and-
Mars.
I wish I could tell you what's happening tomorrow, but what's going to happen on the sit down on Friday?
Oh, darling.
Yes?
This one is quite an exciting one. It's always exciting Fridays, but this week we're going to have a nice group of young people are going to be coming through to the show. I don't want to give away too much, but it's going to be absolutely exciting. Friday, 4 p.m., we're going to be here.
Yes, and if you missed today's episode, we're going to be here between 7 and 8 in the morning. On Facebook, we are Ekse on Cape Town TV. On YouTube, it's Ekse on Cape Town TV. Follow us on Twitter, it's Ekse_live. We love hearing from you. And thank you for sending through those questions. Go hashtag Ask
Actually, I have a question
Ekse.
for Llama, because Llama's been asking us questions this entire
And
time.
he's not being
So
asked
I
a
think we should ask Llama, what keeps you inspired? What motivates Llama Limu?
I get motivated by everybody. Like, honestly, let it be Rezah sometimes. Vuyo, Sinalo, the crew, people who are behind the scenes. I read a lot of books. That inspires me. When the sun is shining outside, I get inspired. When the clouds are hiding the sun and you cannot see it, but it's still light outside, it means that it doesn't matter what's in your way. If you have to shine, you're gonna shine like
Do you want to go
the
join the
sun.
performance? Llama?
I
Because
don't know. And then
absolutely
I think it goes back to my name. The moon is always up there.
I love that. Listen, hashtag Ask Ekse. We're asking everything under the sun. And I want to know from you, Llama, what do you love most about your job? Because I know there's a lot of things Llama hates. We can list it. We'll have to have a whole episode for all the things Llama hates about his job. But we want to know what you love.
It has everything to do with Ekse. It doesn't matter how my day started, but life only makes sense between 4 and 5 for me. And that's what I love most about my job, is being part of this family.
Wow, man.
And
What do you
we-
love of your job?
I just love, being able to connect with, South Africans who are behind that camera. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think us being able to communicate information to them,
Yes.
share interviews with them.
Yes.
That for me is absolutely exciting.
And of course, killing every other show that's on TV. I love that. Nobody can come closer to us. We are second
We
to
love you.
none.
We
I
love
love you guys at home, and I'm sure you do too. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Ekse, Monday to Fridays, 4 till 5 p.m. live. We are signing out. Thank you so much for
we'll
joining
see
us.
them tomorrow.
Yes, we'll see you tomorrow.
This is
Rezah,
Forbes.
Llama Moon.
and I am Vuyo Jobodo.
And that is Khofhi and Bianca playing you out.
We love you, South Africa.
Till I lay dead, and to my heart no longer beats, to my soul is gone to the land of the living, I will always be an original. This is my land given to me by my forefathers. Yes, it is your land from your forefathers, but we do not fight and be like the animals they claim we are. But with education we shall walk our land, we shall own our land, we shall climb even the highest mountains. She doesn't understand, as this was the land of the Khoi, who seemed to be our people until Jan van something came. Well, I'll leave that to the history teacher to explain. Well, the maths will calculate what would have had if they never took our land. But some of that is on us, how we try to manipulate and destroy each other's confidence. But they tell you about race. Well, there is no race without a finish line. And color, I cannot see color because I'm colorblind. And racist, us blacks cannot be racist because this whole thing was enforced on us. Noba bangasithathela umhlaba wethu, noba bangasibiza amagama, noba bangasijongela phansi, but all I know is that Africa is ours.
See, I've been walking down this dusty road for too long, and it's getting in my eyes, and it's getting in my eyes. I've been walking down this dusty road for too long, and it's getting in my eyes, and it's getting in my eyes. Sonke makhaya sikhule sambe ecaweni ngenxa yabazali kwathi ended up ekoneni, ngabasakhiwe yile mfundo yasesikolweni, going down okwamanzi enkcenkcezayo emfolweni. In grade 3 I was taught what is my name, but now in high school cause it's all about the fame. Denza unothanda democracy, am I insane? Denza njani angamkhoza have no one to blame. Benbathembile bencinga bazandikhusela, bengayazi ukuba bomthetho bazandigezela. Bangamaxhobo bomnyama bokamatwana nesizukulwana besizwe sikaMandela. Ufunda for 15 years kanti usezophangela, ukulwa kuze usinceda sifundise ukumamela. Impilo yethu ingabileli kogqirha okanye ifemeli zethu sesilwa nje bubugqirha. See, I've been walking down this dusty road for too long, and it's getting in my eyes, and it's getting in my eyes. I've been walking down this dusty road for too long.